Once you get registered for your MyMathLab course and come into your course, this is your course home. Some of the things I want to point out here is that you've got a countdown clock that shows when your next assignment or assignments are due. And this is letting us know that in 6 days and 8 hours there's going to be an assignment due. The upcoming assignments are listed on the left. There will only be 3 assignments listed, or up to 3 assignments listed. There could be many more than 3, but only 3 are going to show. Also, just above that is a calendar, and anytime you see one of these little icons, if you highlight over it, it'll tell you what's going on. So this is letting me know that I submitted a homework assignment on time and that I scored a 5.3% on it. So it lets you know it's submitted on time. It doesn't let you know you've necessarily finished it or gone through the entire assignment. This will by default open to the week that you're currently in, but you can page through. So for instance, these little icons, if you highlight over, it's letting you know that you have a homework assignment due and that there's a test due September 4th. And again, you can continue to page through and highlight over these different icons to see what's going on and what it's trying to remind you of. On the right is your results. This is your overall score for the course. Just below that, it's letting you know the different assignments that have been completed, and it'll plot them. And think of this as a 0 to 100 scale. So there was a 0% scored on one homework, and then the other one is a 5.3. It's letting me know that I've attempted 2 out of 30 homeworks, or those have been submitted. That does not mean they've been completed. 5% of my work is done, meaning I've opened 2 of my homeworks, and I have not done any of the quizzes or tests. For us, the study plan, the 0 out of 0 is because there are no assignments in the study plan. The study plan will not affect your grade. Also, in the center of your page is browser check. If you run this, it'll let you know that you have all the proper plugins so that you can go through this with as few technical issues as possible. Also, if you need a tutorial, how to enter your answers. So this is your course home again, and if any time you navigate through here, if you need to get back to this page, hitting course home will bring you back to this particular page. So by clicking on course information, this will be your syllabus and your pacing guide. You can click on either of these links and it will open up a PDF, so it'll be printable and viewable. So if you need to print out your pacing guide or just review it, you can access it this way. The same is true for the syllabus. So you can either just view or you can print this. Be sure to scroll through and read the syllabus. Anything highlighted in yellow are additional rules. For the lecture notes, the blank lecture notes are the notes for the entire semester. This is each section that we're going to cover, and these are the notes without being filled in. The completed lecture notes are the notes that have been filled in. So these will be uploaded after every class. So for instance, if you click on this, it'll open up a PDF. And these are going to be the exact notes that we did during class that day, or somewhere previously in the semester. So you can print those out if you happen to miss class or need to review something. The ebook. Whenever you click here, it's going to give you a table of contents, and you can go to any section. If there's a particular part of the book you want to read or look at, if you go to, like, we'll say chapter P, and maybe you wanted to read about exponents and scientific notation, then you can watch a video on the exponents and scientific notation on the entire section. You can open the textbook, which whenever you click on that, it's going to give you another pop-up. And here's your actual book. So you can view the video for this particular section right here by clicking on that icon. You can page through one at a time. There's some interactive examples where you can try what it's showing you. You can also just type in a number, so a page number. So if you wanted to go to page 65, you would type in 65 and hit enter, and you can see exactly what's on page 65 in your textbook. Here, those little examples that we saw, you can access those here, and there's also track tutorial exercises you can access from your ebook too. The multimedia library, this is all the resources available through MyMathLab. So if you wanted to look at everything available for Chapter 1, you could look at the entire chapter, or if there's a particular section, you could pick a section. And then if there's a particular type of help you wanted, or if you wanted to see all the resources available, you would select all. Click Find Now. And for this one, there happens to be there is a video for the entire section. There's a PowerPoint for the section. There's a chapter test prep video, and then also here's the link to section 1.4 in your textbook. Many sections also have animations associated with them. So for instance, with chapter 1, if I wanted to see all the sections and all the information or all the resources available for chapter 1, I can see here that there are also some animations related to chapter 1. And animations are like interactive videos, usually. The study plan, this is where you can go to do extra exercises or extra practice. The study plan does not affect your grade positively or negatively. So you can go in here, and if there's a particular section, perhaps Chapter 1, Section 1, to where you're not familiar, then these are all of the problems associated with Chapter 1, Section 1 that you can go through and practice. And that's true for any of the sections. Again, the study plan does not affect your grade. For homework, you'd click Do Homework, and you'll get a pop-up. Down the left side are your due dates. So this is letting you know whenever everything is due. And right here, these little green flags. These little green flags are letting you know that there's a prerequisite before you can open that homework. So the prerequisite for these for sections 1.1 through 1.5 is that you have to get at least 75% on the orientation homework right here. If you go into one of the sections and pick a question, first, the little green icon that we saw right beside meant that there was going to be a video associated with this problem. So if you look at your question and you're not sure what to do, you can click View an Example. And this will walk you through step by step. It lets you know how many parts are left. So this has 7 parts remaining. And just keep hitting Continue, and it takes you through the process of working that problem. There's also a video associated with this particular problem. So this is going to give you a video that is a problem like that one or related to the one shown. These are usually very short. For instance, this one's only a little over a minute, and they're usually less than 2 minutes. You can also get directly to the textbook right here. So that'll take you to the proper section, but not necessarily the proper page to work that problem. So you can page through that section and try to find the example that's most similar. Also, there is Help Me Solve This. Whenever you click Help Me Solve This, it's going to help you walk through this exact problem. It will also mark it wrong right away. That's because it's walking you through and having you participate. So it's asking you to put something here and go along with it. Whenever you hit Close, it will then change the problem. By changing the problem, you then have the chance to get the problem correct. So change this red X to a green check mark. Likewise, if you enter the wrong answer in 3 times, it'll mark it wrong. So if I pick that there's no solution and I get that wrong 3 times, then it will tell me what the answer was. It'll tell me what I answered, but I can click on Similar Exercise, and that will populate with a new problem that's similar. So I can go through, work this out, get the proper answer, put it in, and it'll change from a red X to a green check mark. By clicking Save, it takes me back to the breakdown of that particular section. And by clicking OK, it's going to take me back to the entire list of homework.